And celebrations have taken center stage not just at home but in Singapore as well. The magic and flavor of Durga Puja festivities was recreated where else but in Little India.
Once you enter these gates, you know that you're in Little India, Singapore's main Indian district. And these decorations show just how seriously the festive season is taken by these expats. From statues to flowers to new clothes and diyas, the shops here have geared up for the celebrations. And devotees flock to places like the Sri Mariamman temple, where statues have been put up specifically for the occasion. But others prefer to celebrate at home, where they invite not only people from their own community, but also friends and neighbors from across Singapore's multinational population.
So we call upon friends, families for snacks, dinner, and we give that haldi kumkum which we have every time. A lot of South Indians, they keep the dolls also, just like back in Chennai. We do the same way.
The Bengalis are not far behind with their Durga Puja celebrations. 8 to 10,000 people visit the pandals set up in the heart of Little India every day. And formal offerings are made at least 3 times a day at these pandals. But organizing things on this scale isn't easy.
We got the permission from this space. It's a government land, so we got it permission from URA, Urban Redevelopment Authority, and we need to have a permission from Police Department, and we have a HDB, Housing Development Board, because we can't make noise after 11 p.m. So all kind of administrative, we took the permission.
Wherever you have Indians, can Indian festivities be far behind? From Navratri to Durga Puja to the upcoming Diwali, all of that happens in Singapore with not only the backing but also the active support of the Singapore government, which believes in being truly secular. So you've got the color and you've got the festivities and you've got the fun and the food, all of that happening right here. In Singapore with camera person K. Ramesh, Kajori Sen for NDTV.